This is my 2021 Cannondale Topstone that I used to commute to work. Recently, back in the summer, I broke a spoke. I needed to build something up quickly from what I had basically around, just so I could continue going to work. So this is my 1970s Halfords Olympic. I bought it on eBay for basically nothing. It's in pretty good condition considering the age. It came with the headset included, which is pretty smooth. It had a bottom bracket as well, but that's kind of, it was pretty crusty, so I got rid of that. I'm going to put something else in there. But you can see from the frame, it's pretty beaten up in places, quite a lot of chips, but there's no real proper damage, not loads of rust, it's mainly just surface. I always give it a bit of a once over, even though when it did arrive to me it was pretty spotless, so just using a bit of muck off to get any grease and grime removed before I start the actual build. Okay, let's get going. The BB is just, I can't remember the exact model, but it's just a basic cheap entry level Shimano one. It's just one I had for another bike that I was building up anyway, so it worked perfect for this. This crank defines the saying, buy cheap, buy twice. I bought this to build another bike up cheaply. I used it temporarily on this build and I have bent it. The saddle was from it's a Canyon brand, it's Iridium, I think it is. It's from my £3,000 mountain bike, so it's a little bit overpriced for this build, but I've never used it, so it's fine. The stem and bars are from another build, pretty much straight from it, hence the grips. The bars were like, I don't know, really cheap, just non-branded things, and the stems Rally, and the grips are Gusset, so the grips are pretty nice. The wheels I got for another build again. They're very cheap but pretty decent. They're the Rally True build, so they're nothing special, not like super light or anything, but they're pretty solid and cheap. Did I mention they're cheap? The tyres on these wheels are really nice, so I was about to just shove them straight on the bike, but then I was very curious to see if I could fit some gravel tyres on it, so I thought I'd give it a go. These are WTB Riddlers 37Cs. They're from my Cannondale, actually, from the beginning of this video. I got the answer to my question pretty quickly when I tried to put it on the bike. But after a little look, I realised it's mainly the tyre stopping it from actually going on the frame. Once it's actually in place, it should be fine. So I just let some air out and give it another go. There you go. It's almost like it's meant to be. I move these pedals between bikes quite regularly, so I always get asked on Instagram about them. They're one of my favourites, and they're also one of the cheapest ones I've ever bought. They're about £15, something like that on Amazon. They're called NC17 Sudpin Zero Pros. I'll drop a link in the description below with for the pedals and any other parts that I actually rate in the description. But leave a comment if there's any of those cheap parts, or even pedals or anything that you really highly rate, that you're really surprised by, but only if it's cheap. This brake went straight in the bin when I got home. I'm going to say it again: buy cheap, buy twice. At this point I was losing light, but I had to add the most important part. And that's my 1970s Halfords Olympic, built and ready for my commute. If you enjoyed this video, please do leave a like, it really helps me out, and subscribe to the channel, because I will be releasing videos pretty much weekly